In this video, I'm going to be looking at the ASP.NET web form. Every controls that we use in ASP.NET is placed inside a big form, and each web page is a web form, and this is something that is very special to ASP.NET, and in this video I'm going to be demonstrating how and why this web form exists. So before I show you what I mean, let me drag few controls onto the page itself. If you look at, I can just drag and drop any control, say label, text box, and then a button. I really do not care. I mean, it doesn't really matter where you drag the controls on. It doesn't matter where you click on the on this empty area. On this empty area, it doesn't matter where you put your control on. Everything will be placed inside the form, as you can see here. Let me show you. This is a form. This is a form. ID equals to form1 and run at equals to server. This run at equals to server, what it means is that every code that is placed here will be well, not everything, but whichever code that has the run at server will be run at the server. It will be the server that will process the control. So let me actually demonstrate it by changing the color. If you can see from this properties window, when I click away, I get this document. This document is the body. So let me change the background color, the back color of that, to say darker orange. It seems I like that. And if I choose the form here, you see that the form is actually separate from the body, but we do not place controls on the body of the we do not place control inside the body tag. Everything must go within the form tag. So and the reason is because the reason why that is in ASP.NET is because it enables us to be able to create dynamic controls. For example, everything with the run at server can be manipulated dynamically. Let me show you what I mean by dynamic manipulation. For example, this hyperlink. Let me manipulate the hyperlink dynamically. What I'll do is, let me delete this and insert. What would be the best? Let me use a drop down list. If I use a drop down list and edit the items, and I'm sure I've never demonstrated how to use a drop down list. This is how you do it. You can add an item to the just by clicking the add button, and let me say this one, I want the link to point to the big Google. I never can type, can I? Big Google, the value set to Google itself. Let me add another one, and I'll add which one? Let me choose Yahoo, another big competitor. So then for that I will just say choose website or choose search engine, whatever. So this one I can set it selected to true. If I set it selected to true, that means, I'll show you what that does. It means that is what is going to be displayed by default. If nothing is chosen, the one that's choose as the selected will be the one that will be displayed. So now let's put an hyperlink here. Hyperlink. Right. So I want to be able to change the hyperlink to either Google or Yahoo by selecting. So how do I do that? I can go to the selected index event. If you go to, this is the event, I've never shown you this as well. This is the property window. Then you can go to the events that is associated. We're going to be talking more about the events. So this event is called the selected index change. So I can write, so if drop down list 1 dot selected value equals to Google, if the value of the selector, don't worry if you don't know C#, I've always promised them. So hyperlink 1 dot navigate URL equals to http google.com, right? Else if drop down dot selected value equals to Yahoo, then hyperlink. What I'm doing is I'm changing the navigate URL depending on what the users has chosen from the drop down list. Yahoo.com. So right, so if we run our application, let's hope there's no errors. Right, so if I choose Google, okay, alright, sorry, there's nothing wrong. I need to set the auto post back of let me look here. It said enable auto post back. What auto post back does is by selecting a value from the drop down list, it automatically sends it to the server for processing. So you can either do that, or you can either have a button to send the information to the server. So let me just enable the auto post back, so that every time I select any item from the drop down list, then it is automatically posted to the server. So right now you see there's no link. The hyperlink doesn't have, because we haven't chosen either Google or Yahoo. But if I should choose Google, can you see? Look, if you look at the bottom here, you can see the the URL that is going to be going to Google. So if I choose Yahoo, the hyperlink goes to Yahoo. So if I click on that, it definitely goes to Yahoo. So you see, I'm telling the truth. And if I click on the Google, so you know, if you create a static HTML without using this run at equals to server, it will be very difficult to, well, not very well, it is not as easy. I won't say it's not possible, but it is almost impossible to actually create a dynamic. You can have one hyperlink, but you can change where the hyperlink directs to at runtime. So that is the advantage of having that form run at equals to server, so that even any HTML, any HTML tag can be made to be dynamic by just any of these HTML tags, or any tags that you know can be made to be dynamic by adding this run at equals to server, because that means it's going to be processed on the server. So you can make it do some dynamic stuff. And also maybe in the next video I might have to show you something else, because yes, because if you look at this code very well, you will realize that there is nothing similar to HTML around here, but the output is always HTML, which I'm going to show you in the next video. Thank you.